Hey family, how are you? Easter is done. All the pretty dresses, all the full churches, and full parking lots. The question is, after Easter, now what? Stay tuned. Let's talk about what happens. What is the church? Easter is over, and all those visitors are gone, all that good music is gone. There are some people who visited churches on Easter, and they are not at those churches today. And there's some people who join those churches, they have no idea why they joined. There's some people who join those churches, they know exactly why they joined. And then there are some people who are joining churches and are learning from those churches why they joined, what the church is about, how it started, and what it's supposed to do. Now, you hear this word church, it's very easy to conjure up these images in your mind. Big buildings, big towering screens, sound systems, or maybe bustling Sunday services filled with huge choirs or small praise teams, musicians, hymns, and prayers. But have you ever stopped to wonder what lies at the heart of this institution? The term church traces its roots back to the Greek word ekklesia. Now that means an assembly or a congregation. Now in the Old Testament, we catch a little look at this idea through these references to gatherings before the Lord. So now fast forward to the New Testament, and we actually find Jesus himself talking about building his church. You can find that in Matthew chapter 16, verse 18. Now, many of the early churches did not meet in huge buildings. They met in homes. In fact, Romans 16:5 says, "Likewise, greet the church that is in their house. Salute my well-beloved Epaenetus, who is the first fruits of Achaia unto Christ." And what we know is the church, they were a group of followers who, after Jesus was crucified and resurrected, went preaching the good news. Now, they weren't really supported by much of the community and somewhat blocked from preaching and teaching the good news by the aristocracy and other religious leaders. So they created these communities and a structured their church organization. They actually modeled that after the Jewish synagogues they came out of. So things like praying and reading the scriptures and singing songs and the rabbi or pastor pronouncing blessings and admonitions and preaching sermons. You had charity or offerings to support the work of the church and relief of the widows and the orphans. They even had communion or partaking of the bread and wine. That was a sign of remembrance of the sacrifice of Jesus' life. Now, when you hear this term church, be careful what we believe to be the right or wrong way to do church. Is this the right song? Should the stage have lights? Here is the main question. Are you worshiping and praising God? That is the question. The essence of the church is not confined to brick and mortar. Now, sure, those are physical structures and you need them. You need a place for worship. You need a place for kids ministries. You need a place for fellowship. But the true church is so much more. It's a living, breathing organism. It's made up of believers, people like you and me that are joined together by a common faith. So as we delve into this question about what churches are or church life is, don't get bogged down by these debates over traditions or rituals. Instead, we need to focus on the heart of the matter, that is spreading the love of Christ and sharing the hope of salvation with the world that not only desperately needs it, but wants it. So whether you find yourself in a huge church, a cathedral, a living room, or even right now, just tuning in online, remember, the church isn't just a building. It is a building, but it's a vibrant community of believers who are united in purpose and fueled by faith. So let's hold on fast to these words from Romans 15:17. Accept one another, then, just as Christ accepted you, in order to bring praise to God. Let us embody the love and acceptance that define the true essence of what a church really is. Until next time, be inspired, stay blessed.